What are you willing to endure? What are you willing to put up with and to suffer through? Because just like a workout, you suffering through your workout, you get your goal, you get your physique, or you get the number that you wanted to hit. This journey has taught me to endure. Yeah. I'm gonna close this.
What were you deleting?
No, it's artwork. It's a art commission I have. So I'm working on it in between other crap. Just trying to make sure it gets done.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He usually always starts me off like my first workout of the days of the week is like I got bench, but at 70%, close grip, pull down, one arm roll, push, cable push down, delt, lat raises, easy bar curl, and ab wheel. And then like tomorrow, and then it's like legs tomorrow, break Wednesday, bench on Wednesday. Like that's like when I'm actually hitting my top singles, like when I'm doing my main list, and then Friday is deadlift day.
Nice.
So the beginning of the week is like almost like it feels like it's like I wouldn't say a warm up. It's not a warm up. It's almost like a super glorified accessory day. I don't know how to describe it. That's just I don't know. Usually what he has me do, which I don't mind it because they're like it's not like my first day is like all right man get the legs boom top single right now. Like geez like coming off the weekend like at least I feel like that workout gets my body in general prepped for the rest of the week. My name is Cameron Knight. I'm currently training and prepping for Miami Throwdown. I am a freelance illustrator, graphic designer. Recently, I really wanted to take my training to another level, so here we are, man. I wanted to challenge myself. All right, so how did I find the gym? I find Iron Knight because my brother owns it. So I was here from the beginning, from the conception. I've always heard him talk about wanting to own a gym. So when he finally got the opportunity, I was there. I was in the trenches with him, painting, setting crap up. So yeah, that's how I found it. This has been my home gym ever since. So what made me fall in love with lifting? Man, it's kind of that's a backstory there. So I wouldn't say I originally fell in love with it. I think I was some years ago. My brother first opened the gym. I was a lot heavier, so at that time it was just cool, kind of getting into what he was doing with powerlifting, and I did a few meets, and it definitely dope. Really great experiences. Met a lot of dope people. Saw some crazy lifts and just seeing what the human body was capable of. But especially during, I would say 2018, 2019, I was really, really into what I was doing as far as being an illustrator. I was busy. So the gym kind of fell to the wayside. And I would say probably around those years, I definitely stopped training, was not consistent at all. But, and I gained a ton of weight. My biggest, I think I was like 355, something like that. And I'm like 5'8", you know what I'm saying? 5'9" on a good day. So you know what I'm saying? So I was a heavy boy, you feel me? And it definitely was starting to affect my health, in a lot of negative ways. My mental for sure. My body was definitely telling me like, hey man, we gotta do something different, we gotta change it up. And COVID didn't help at all. You said you're just sitting around the crib doing nothing. And I already was like lacking movement. So it just made a problem that was already happening, just made it worse. So I would say around 2021, just again, health concerns, I needed to make a change. So just movement, I was just kind of like, all right, well, I sit down for hours because of my work. So I was like, man, let me just get up every day. Let me just do some walks. Let me just get some type of movement in. And that helped a ton. And then I would say probably around like 2022, 2023, my brother again still owns the gym, and I just wasn't utilizing it. So I was like, man, let me get back in here, man. Let me start, doing some strength training. And as I was kind of losing weight too, I noticed like one day I woke up and I was like, I'm kind of skinny fat, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of felt, I was like, man, as a man, I was like, bro, I feel like somebody can move me. Like they could just roll up on me and push me. And I was like, nah, man, I got to do something, man. I got to, I got to make a change. So I really wanted to take my, strength training seriously again, and my training in general serious. And I would say within the last year, I can honestly say I definitely fell in love with it. And not even just fell in love with it, training, it saved my life, 1,000%. I know that sounds like, I feel like dramatic, and I'm sure a lot of athletes and people like that say that because of that reason, but no, it definitely did. No, it has definitely changed my mentality and how I look at life in general for sure. So I knew like I had kind of, again, like I was again 355. I've lost over 100 pounds on my own at this point. So that was great for sure, and I was super happy. People were like, "Oh man, you lost so much weight, man. You look completely different person. You look like you was a teenager." Blah blah blah. Not that that was, and that was awesome. But I knew I wanted to, like, for once, I feel like you have these moments and times in your life you can kind of really take advantage of those opportunities. And I was just like, man, like if I really took this seriously, like really cared, the same way, I approached, art when I was young, art and even now, really cared, wanted to watch all the tutorial videos and just trying to get better, self-taught or whatever. If I took a little bit of that and again and brought it into training, and likewise, what would happen. So I was able to get with Coach Mike from Miami, the creator of the Miami Throwdown, and man, when I tell you, man, like I've only been with him for two and a half months, something like that, 3 months. Shifted my whole mindset even more into another gear of like what it means to truly like take it serious and be locked, because I never tracked my food. I never, I obviously decrease a few things on my own, whatever, up my protein, but to really like track my meals, lock in every meal, sacrifice not being able to eat certain things at certain times. I've never done that. And I saw just in these 2 months, you gotta, hey man, what is it? You gotta know your numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta actually know the data to actually know like, oh man, am I actually eating enough or not eating enough? And just doing that has like, man, like I said, it's changed everything. It's really made me want to take it even more serious because just in that time frame, I saw my body change even more in the direction that I wanted to. Again, man, I'm an anime fan. I know it's not superficial, like, oh man, we go to the gym for the mental, but I'm like, hey, look, man, look. I want to look the way I want to look. I'm trying to look like an anime character, yes. I don't care. Mad selfish, I do not care. So I'm trying to be swole out here, yes. So for me, like, I knew that in order to do that, man, you got to take it to another level. You have to really monitor and be on top of it. Again, discipline and some type of sacrifice. You don't get anything for nothing. So I was like, hey, man, if that's my goal, then hey man, you're gonna have to cut out them donuts, you know what I'm saying, or something. You gotta take it to another level. So he has definitely helped me with that and shifted not just, hey, go do this, but the reasoning behind it. Like, hey, the reason that we're not doing this type of training today, or hey, today we may taper off and we're gonna do this. He's always explained the reasoning behind it and questioned me, so that way I really understand why I was doing something. And again, that's, I said, that's just taking my training to another level. So I'm truly, truly grateful for that, man. He's an amazing coach, man. Shout out to him.
How did that feel when you first started lifting?
Wait, that number?
Yeah.
I don't even think I hit that number. Bro, I think out of all my lists, for sure, bench has always been difficult for me. I think, to years of working on the computer, you're like this all day. Your back don't get a whole lot of work, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like I needed to build my back up continuously and just get more stabilized under the bar. So I know I wasn't hitting that at all. Even just from like, I think a year plus ago, I kind of wrote down all my like maxes, at least all my main lifts. I've beaten all of those by now. But my real personal goal is to be able to kill all of my 1 rep maxes from when I was over 100 plus pounds heavier. I haven't got there yet, but I'm right there. I'm getting close. So that's the goal. But nah, I don't even think I wouldn't even have touched this. I think it may have been 155, maybe. So yeah, for the fact that this right now is like my 70%, being able to hit a 5x3, man. Hey man, again, shout out to Coach Mike. A little perspective, man. That's how I used to look. You know what I'm saying? Big boy status. Big boy status, man. I was eating. I was eating, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how I look now, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Hey, catch me a few more years after I done endured a few more workouts, you feel me, bro? About to get crazy out here, bro. I'm trying to like remember to do my cues now. So I'll be like, might be like, bro, wait at the bottom, wait, bro. I'll be forgetting all the time. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Perfect practice, man. Perfect practice. I think like, you know, the fact that my brother had this gym for so long, and I'll be honest, I didn't take advantage of it. I didn't. You know, not the way I should have. So I'm like that version of myself back then. Although yeah, I used to go to the gym and do a few meets, but I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I look and go like, man, like there was so much I could have took advantage of. It's just really just the time, man. Because again, like I felt the effects of not doing it, of not putting the work in. And like it could have been way worse. I mean, shoot, look at my leg, bro. Like that came from diabetes, not moving, all of this stuff right here. And like for a long time, bro, I hated looking at it. But now really for me, it's just a reminder. It's like a battle scar, like, hey, bro, I'm never gonna feel that way again. I'm never gonna put myself in that position, health-wise. There's no excuses, man. Again, there are people who literally can't move their bodies and don't have the privilege of just being able to get up and walk. So who am I to like complain about coming to the gym for a few hours? Go to the gym, bro. Go to the gym. Like, again, stack your days, man. You have no idea what your body's truly capable of, bro. Our bodies are crazy, man. The way we are crafted, the way our body literally moves and how things connect to one another, how we can recover and adapt to challenges. We are superheroes. You just gotta work for it. That's it. That's it, bro. If you're familiar with Baki, anime, big Baki back. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that Baki body. You feel me, bro? Man, I'm tired. I can't even speak, but I don't care. We here. Come on. Go there. Come on. Come on. Whenever I'm doing those, I be picturing like I'm on like the side of a building, you know, in the movies, and they gotta like grab somebody with one arm. Like, I got you, brother. I got you. I mean, I hope I'm never in that situation because I might drop you, but you know what I'm saying? We prepare, you feel me? Stay ready so you know how to get ready, you feel me? Art for me is everything. I've been drawing since I was like 4 or 5. My brother started, and you know, I'm a little brother, so I was just kind of imitating what he was doing. But I just kept going. For me, I don't know, art. Just the fact that like there's a blank piece of paper and you can create an entire world, characters, stories, and it can touch people. It can be emotional. It was just super dope for me. And I've always wanted to create some type of narrative, some type of story, whether it was a comic or, you know, just creating random pieces of art where people can, you know, have their own interpretation of it. And that means a lot for me. But I will say that over time, I became imbalanced with it. So, and my body definitely started to pay the price. So lifting now, man, has changed my mentality toward creating art because I wanted to kind of treat it the same way. With any type of, I think, endeavor that you really want to take seriously, there's always a measure of sacrifice. You don't get anything without giving up something. And even with being consistent in the gym, there's sacrifices that you got to make. You know, you got to, hey, I want to go to the gym at this time. I'm going to finish by this time so I can go about my day. Because, you know, hey, man, we adults, we got stuff to do. It's not just about lifting. You know, I ain't no professional athlete like that. So it definitely made me have to be a lot more disciplined, and has affected the way I wanted to even treat my art going forward. Uh, I'm a big and a huge fan of anime and comics and things like that, and anime for sure. Uh, I feel like with anime, it gives you a really dope, dramatic visual of like human emotion. Yeah, so like, whether that's like, hey man, I got this goal, and I want to be the Hokage or whatever, No, I'm saying shout out to Naruto, or Deku, which is one of my favorite current shonens right now, My Hero Academia. Wanted to be the greatest hero or whatever. Like, there's a mentality shift that has to happen in order to even reach that goal, because life is gonna be like, oh, that's great, you got a goal, I don't care. It's gonna smack you right in the mouth, and that's gonna happen at some point of that journey, and that happens a lot with even lifting. It don't matter how much you prep for the week. Monday can come around and your car break down. You still gonna go to the gym? You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever the case may be, something's gonna happen. So it does require you to have to like push past your limits and figure it out. And on the great days, for sure, you ride those highs, and on the low days, you still got to push through. And I think that for sure, training and taking it seriously has helped me learn that and really strengthen that muscle of like, on the days it sucks, on the days that your day's not going the way you want, are you still willing to push? Are you still willing to get the job done? Even just show up and put in the work. And it's made me look at my art the same way. Because there's definitely times I'm like, man, I don't feel like working on this, or man, or whatever the case may be, or getting a little complacent with my art. I wanted to be like, nah, man, like, let me treat this, like the same way I did when I was younger. And you're just trying stuff, and you're full of passion, and you just want to work, and that's really what it's about. Sometimes, hey, it's just work. And training has shown me that like, hey, man, sometimes it's great. There can be other times where, hey, man, you just got to like buckle down, get it done, and get it done. And that feeling afterwards, when you got it done, even on a crappy day, that's a high, man. And I felt that high quite a few times within the last like year and a half of really taking my training seriously. And like I said, it's just shifted my entire mindset when it came to even how I wanted to approach my art going forward, man. So I can't wait to see, just kind of like what I can produce going forward now that that mindset has happened, and it's improving every single day, man, for sure. Am I nervous about being on the platform? Nah, not really. No. Probably a little. I'm probably more and more excited as it gets closer. And I'm pretty proud of that. So I think for me, it's just like, all right, hey man, just do what you were already doing, and just lock in. Have fun and enjoy it. I'm trying to take a little bit of, the nervousness out and just have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, have fun, man. Yeah, so no, I'm not really too nervous about it. If anything, I'm a little excited. That might change the day of, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure about, I might be a little nervous, have a little bit of the sweats or whatever, but, it is what it is. Throw a playlist on, man, and lock in, get it done. Squats, man. About to get to it. I'm already sweating like crazy. I haven't even done anything. But we warmed up though. Top single, man. Let's get it. With what I know now, what would I tell myself if I was joining the gym for the first time? To focus and just stack your days. Because I think the thing that grows first and has to grow first is your mental. That happens way before your physique changes, because that's what you need. You know, like, I mean, like anybody in here, hey man, and whether you on stuff or whatever, hey man, whatever you want to live your life, you still got to put the work in. You got to put the work in, and that's not. It don't matter with whatever you do. That happens with anything. Whether you want to pick up art, photography, be a plumber, whatever. It don't matter. You got to put the work in before any of that stuff, before you actually get it. And usually our mental is our mental is challenged first. So for me, I would definitely tell myself like, hey man, just worry about building this. Keep showing up, because every time you do, again, on those bad days, the good days, that's what stacks. Your mental goes, ooh, I pushed myself. Oh crap, this was tough, and I did not want to be here, but I showed up. W. And I feel like that stacks over time. And then of course, you see that shift to your physique, and it will happen. It don't matter if you're doing the work, not saying you're gonna look like your favorite influencer, but your body will change. I don't care. It has to. It's impossible. If you do certain things and you put the work in, your body will change. And when that happens, I don't even for myself, yeah, man, of course. I looked at myself and I was like, oh, I ain't going back. I don't care what happens. I ain't going back to that version of myself. I don't care. But my mentality was what was challenged first. So I would tell myself, hey man, just don't worry about none of that. Just show up, man. Put the work in, just show up. I promise you it will happen. Yeah, for sure. That would be the first thing I would tell myself. Oh, I didn't hear you, sorry. I didn't hear you. It felt good.
What are you working up to?
Top single, I have no idea. So it'll probably be around like, I'd love to hit 340 today. That'd be cool. That'd be dope. 340 and up would be awesome.
When was the last time you hit a top number?
That was like, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks, like a month ago, something like that. I've been doing a lot of like top doubles or top threes. Last week I did a top double with 330, which was dope. And I kind of feel like that was a little sloppy. Like you know, I could have definitely been tighter, and my form could have been a bit better. So definitely want to make sure that today is like controlled rage, controlled rage, man. Just and execute, but feel tight, man, strong the whole movement. Hell yeah. Short fucking way, let's go. Well, I'm ready for throwdown. Let's get it. What has this journey taught me? Man. Honestly, I feel like it's like a bit of a two-parter. One, gratitude. I know, again, like I remember a time in my life, just again, 2-3 years ago, the deep trenches of depression or whatever, you know, just fighting through it. And being where I am now, the mentality that I've been able to grow through training, just pushing forward, has definitely taught me to be grateful, that I can still do that I can still move forward and endure. I think as humans, our actual superpower, because we can't control a lot outside of ourselves. Our actual superpower, I think, is just how we adapt, how we react to things. And for sure, this journey has taught me endurance to push through. And on the days that I have, the days that, you know, I didn't want to come to the gym, or I don't feel like working, I'm working on this project, or whatever the case may be, pushing through it and getting it done, man, that feeling, that dopamine hit is a high. And that only comes from pushing through, because life don't care about your plans, man. Life don't care about the timeline you had. Be like, oh, that's great. Smack you in the mouth. How about that? So it's like, again, how do you react to it? How do you adapt? You know, how you bob and weave, you know what I'm saying, and navigate all that stuff and continue to move forward, because you have to. There is no other option, you know, outside of giving up. And I'm very grateful to be able to move my body, man, like to just be able to train. You know, even on the days, again, I don't want to be here, I gotta reflect and take that moment and be like, bro, I can move, man. There are people who would give their lives just to be able to get up literally and walk to the gym, you know, and there's people who can't do that. So I have no right to complain. You gotta move forward. So for sure, this journey has definitely taught me those things and has continued to teach me those things. And I'm very, very grateful to be able to, I'm grateful that I can suffer because I know that suffering, I know that, you know, that's being in the trenches, it leads to all the dope stuff that I want to get to. It leads to those dope opportunities. So, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, I guess suffering a little bit more, you know, and just seeing how my body will adapt to it and how I'll be able to push through it, because again, I know it will lead to the life that I want.